Well, the overall feeling at Vicarage Road tonight is that there's a great feeling of relief that football is back. But that sanded surface gives you some idea of the problems that the ground staff have had here in getting this match on. Postponed umpteen times before finally 3rd Division Bury come to Watford for this FA Cup 5th round tie. It's Watford's first competitive game in a month. Their last on the 6th of February, also in the FA Cup against Manchester City. They won that day in a second replay by 3-1 to earn this right against the Bury side, who also went to a replay in their last match against Reading, and who come here today really looking for something going forward and some real positive signs to get themselves back into working order. And it sees a rare opportunity at first team level for Jan Lohman at number 10. Neil Smiley and Worrell Sterling will operate down the flank, doubtless with Lee Sinnott as substitute for Watford tonight. And the man in charge is a change from the originally appointed referee, Lester Shapter from Paynton, the man given the job, but he away this week, and the man who comes in to replace him is Ray Lewis from Great Bookham. If you were a racing man, you'd describe conditions here tonight as very heavy. But 3rd Division Bury, managed by Martin Dobson, with nothing to lose and with every intention of enjoying themselves against a Watford side for whom rust is probably one of the worst problems. The pitch is going to cut up very badly, and of course the prize for the winners on Saturday, well, could it be more daunting? A trip to Anfield. Here's Brian Talbot for Watford, an early touch for Trevor Ross. Madden. Trevor Ross again. And the flag up. And an early touch for Tony Coden. And Bury have brought several coach loads of supporters down from Lancashire. They've been geared for the off so many times. They're probably quite glad finally to get a taste of the action. And Watford, well, they too must be glad, and that's perhaps where the advantage might just lie with the 3rd Division side. They at least have been able to keep their fixtures going, while Watford have struggled against the conditions. One by Terry, under pressure from David Cross. Here's Will Frostrom. Several well-known names in the Bury lineup tonight, and a prolific goal scorer is the man that they're going to have to watch, Craig Madden. The rest of the Bury side includes Phil Hughes, whose last appearance here was in the FA Youth Cup final for Manchester United. Trevor Ross, a stalwart, formerly with Everton, and also played at the Arsenal. Madden. David Cross, and on the overlap, Carl Harris. Another well-known name, formerly with Charlton, of course, and Leeds United. Jacob was in. Lohman for Watford. Here's Barnes, who's on his way. And the first free kick for a foul is given against Valentine. Certainly plenty of noise from the Bury contingent in these early moments. It really is not a good night for football. On Wednesdays, if you look over the years, not been good nights for Watford either. They haven't ever really got their act together on a Wednesday night for some unknown reason. Let us see what tonight brings. It's bitterly cold still. Perhaps has deterred a few of the faithful from celebrating the return. And a good catch by this young lad, Phil Hughes. The real problem facing Bury is that they've had this great cup run, but they're by no means safe from the perils of relegation, and they've got to be able to and get that in order. It really is an absolute priority above their league form. Steve Terry then with the free kick. Won by Sterling. Hill. Will Frost run across. McClelland up against Madden, and he did well and then gave it away. Berry from Gig Lane, of course, one of the founder members, one of the oldest and most respected members of the Football League. Now with Martin Dobson as manager, and we may see on the pitch in due course the bald trainer that they have, Wilf McGuinness, formerly the manager of Manchester United. And this lad perhaps has a point to prove after that epic Youth Cup final that he played in for Manchester United, which Watford won after a 4-4 draw here. It's still talked about as one of the great occasions at Vicarage Road. Barnes. Colin West is chasing. Phil Hughes is in quickly. Oh, and he might have let Barnes in here. Still Barnes. And eventually the clearance by Valentine. And he's clearly the man that Bury are going to have to watch. An early goal would be the perfect start for Watford. They've only had this friendly at Exeter, and there is a feeling that Bury, well, they've kept themselves going. Even if they've been losing matches, they've at least been playing them. And one thinks back to 12 months ago, Watford had the similar sort of layoff, and they had terrible trouble in their first match back after it against Chelsea here. Bury, a delightful part of the world. It's about 6 or 8 miles northwest of Manchester. Ray Lewis gives an offside decision in Watford's favour. As I mentioned, the stadium at Bury, picturesque in the extreme. Barnes this time called offside. It's no area in the middle that is so heavily sanded that may well cause the problem. It was sanded really when Watford played against Leicester 2 days after they'd lost the Boxing Day match against Arsenal to the elements, and the pitch has never really recovered from that, and it's not going to help the players, that's for sure. Here's Talbot. West. Nigel Gibbs. Sterling. Hill's challenge, but Watford's throw. Barnes. West. And Dixon for the goalkeeper. Be very interesting to see the approach that Bury adopt. Often lower division sides in these circumstances tend to prefer the take it by the scruff of the neck routine. Go for a win or bust early. There's none of that from Bury here at all. West. Driven in low, and Hughes there again. Where Valentine was watching him and making sure that it got to its destination. Gibbs. Sterling. Here's Barnes. Talbot. Once again. Sterling. Good cross. West over the top. And it was deflected over for a corner. John Brummel and Valentine at the back. Just a little bit taken aback by that one. But Sterling's cross was a good one. West on the goal line. Jacket near post. Sterling far side. Here's Gibbs. Neil Smiley. And again. Hughes caught it at the second attempt. Neil Smiley, scorer of one of the goals in the third match between Watford and Manchester City. Watford finally won, and of course they've yet to win a cup tie on home ground this season, Watford. Apart from the one against Crewe in the Milk Cup. And the foul is Watford, Bury's, the free kick is Watford's. Bury, one would feel, would have complete justification and almost treating this match like their own cup final. And you never know, there's no reason why you can't have more than one in a season if they do happen to win it and go on to the quarter-finals and Liverpool on Saturday. And what a great day that would be for the third division side. We've conceded another free kick now, which McClelland will take. Here's Rostrom. It's not a bad cross. And I suspect that Mr. Hughes is in for a busy night. Certainly if the opening exchanges are anything to go by. It's a poor kick. And he's found Smiley. Hill was the challenge. It was a good one. Almost knocked in to Smiley's path again. And Hill clearing it. Haven't seen much of Bury as a strike force so far. McClelland. West nodded it on. Lohman. Rostron. Off the bar. Barnes in the net. Oh, so simple. Smashed by Rostron against the bar. And Barnes follows it up. And it's Watford in front by 1-0. But it was Will Rostron's shot that really started it off. And John Barnes with a fairly easy job. Phil Hughes was stranded to knock the ball in. So now we really will see what this third division side are made of. Valentine giving away a throw. Barnes again. West. Joe Jacob for Berry finding Harris, who's found Cross. Watford's throw. In fact, Mr. Lewis, well, he has given a throw. Here's Barnes. Sterling in space. Berry having to pull players back in depth, and Hill got in there again, forcing Sterling to play it behind. Seems almost amazing amongst the Watford contingent here that we're now on the 5th of March. Their last game at all was on the 6th of February. This game was originally scheduled to be played on the 15th of February, and it was postponed then. It was postponed the following Tuesday, and it was postponed again the Monday before this game, as it goes off the bar again from Smiley. It was almost some nice work down the flank by West, and Smiley getting it in on off the bar, and Phil Hughes quite glad, I think, to gather it. Watford's last league game way back on the 1st of February, so it's an awful long time ago. Barnes jumping against Valentine, who won it well. Trevor Ross. David Cross. Scored a couple of great goals, did David Cross, when he played here during West Ham's division promotion charge. Past Steve Sherwood, one of which the nation was treated to regularly on a Sunday afternoon. The opening credits of the nation's sports highlights programme. It was a smash from Trevor Ross that didn't really reach its destination. Neil Smiley finds Barnes and is inviting the return. And he's won the free kick. Smiley floated it and Phil Hughes scored it well. Terry, here's Rostron. And again. That was surely a foul by Lohman, yes indeed. And a word too from Mr. Lewis for that challenge. And Jacob on the receiving end of a real nasty. Cross won it, and the free kick given against Craig Madden, who it's rumoured is interested by with a number of First Division clubs. Wolf Rostron then with the throw, being told to get on with it, and he's found Lohman. John Bramall marking Colin West and sticking very close to him. David Cross, robbed by Rostron. Here's McClelland again. Certainly seems at the moment the game's lost its initial tempo. Bramall won it. Now Barnes. And Phil Hughes off his line again. Nigel Gibbs' throw. For that much more powerful in the air at the moment. Hill. Watford's throw off the Carl Harris. Rostron. And now Bramall. Cross. Carl Harris the way up. Jacob and Hill going forward. Was Trevor Ross. And again. Dixon. I don't think Tony Coates knew too much about it either. Tremendous strike. Almost catching the Watford keeper off his guard. Barnes, Smiley. Here's Wilf Rostron. Barnes. This time, what's Mr. The linesman is calling the referee's attention to something. Don't quite know what. And the free kick for the challenge on Barnes is given Watford's way. I must confess I didn't see the offence, but Mr. Lewis quite happy with his linesman, Mr. Cox. Barnes. And the clearance a bit desperate, but it's done its job. McClelland. Colin West. Good cross. And away by Jacob for Rostron. Cross won it. Dixon with the throw. That's Wilf McGuinness on his feet there. Kevin Young for Jacob. Dixon with the throw. As we end the first quarter with Watford 1 up through John Barnes, and with a lot of interest, I suspect, left in this cup tie, with Watford already beginning to show just a few signs of rust, just a few signs of lack of practice, match level. It's not a bad cross either. Jacob trying to come in on Tony Coates, but the goalkeeper always first to it. Hill. Kevin Young. Hill again. Jacob, Young, Gibbs. It's Jacob to the return. Here's John Barnes for Watford. Smiley. Gibbs. Number 10 is Joe Jacob. Dixon. McClellan's foul. Still Lewis again, perfectly placed to see it. Trevor Ross then with the free kick. Hill. Tony Coton quickly down to it. Bury beginning to look more dangerous as the match progresses. And Watford, not really at the moment looking like stamping their superiority on the match that their early goal has brought them. It wasn't what Lohman intended either. Here's Rostron. Ross. And Wilf Rostron. Concedes the throw. Same for David Cross, it wasn't ever going to reach him. Smiley back helping his defenders out. Might go on. It was Jacob trying to go on. Not really succeeding in doing it. Terry, West, Smiley, Barnes. Smiley. And the foul. No, he's given the throw, Mr. Lewis, in the end. I thought he'd given the foul by Smiley from his gesticulations, but the throw was the award. And no doubt this time, another throw. Taylor. Young, rather. Here's Ross. Jacob. Madden! Well, that was the classic point that Graham Taylor was making earlier today. You must not give them an opportunity. And Craig Madden showing Tony Coton there the dangers and the follies of giving him an opportunity. West jumping well. Hill. Very quite prepared to lay the man off and go forward. And that's pleasing to see. David Cross. Trevor Ross. Cross. Will he tee himself up? The lob-in was aimed for John Bramall, who joined the attack, but it didn't make its intended destination at all. McClelland away. Very running things at the moment, that's for sure. Trevor Ross. Gibbs trying to get in. John Barnes. Got well to the byline, that's not a bad cross, just too far for Smiley. And Phil Hughes covering well, but looks as though he might be in difficulties here, Lohman. And Hughes has the ball. Rostron. Trevor Ross. Kevin Young. Forward again. And Phil Hughes has come outside his area. So we're past the half-hour mark here. And still Watford not able to get into their stride. Bury looking quite dangerous as well. Although Watford do have that John Barnes goal in the can. It's a goal kick. Good ball forward again. But Watford just can't get it together, and Bury beginning to look very useful. Madden. And that won't please the Watford crowd, the long back pass from Brian Talbot, and it hasn't pleased Graham Taylor, who turned around and said something to a few members of the crowd at that point. I think that the reaction to the Talbot back pass pleased him at all. Carl Harris looking for Jacob. Barnes furrowing something of a lone path at the moment going forward. Here's Talbot looking for Sterling. Hill cleans up well. And these backmen from Bury are quite prepared and quite capable of going forward and really menacing. Kevin Young. Trevor Ross. And he's done well. And a screamer! And Coton is livid. He's some way past the post, but the Watford keeper are a bit disappointed in the lack of cover ahead of him. Certainly that was the impression. He thought he was entitled to more and didn't get it. Jump was a good one, and it's Watford's free kick for the foul on Lohman. As we move into the last 10 minutes of the first half. And the offside decision goes Bury's way, which at the moment have very few possibilities, which I suspect will disappoint the crowd. Bury with absolutely nothing to lose by going forward. Graham Taylor's also made the point earlier today that this will only make the headlines if it's bad news for Watford. Here's Sterling. Hill was the player covering and conceding the throw. Or did he? No, he didn't. Until Forrell Sterling. Jacob. Sterling. Barnes. Gibbs charged down by Jacob. McClellan with the throw. West. Twisting and turning, and he's got it back. Will he try one? It's thrown into the arms of the goalkeeper again. Jacob. Not too many options forward at the moment. Ross. Was aimed for David Cross. He was never going to be on the end of it. It's all a bit aerial and a bit nothing at the moment. There's no real pattern to it. Will Frostron wins a free kick and introduces himself. It is becoming a real scrap. Rob Rostron. Cross. Keeper Harris. And McClelland finds the goalkeeper. Harris. David Cross. Kevin Young for Bury. Roman in for Watford, and he surely was obstructed and was. Mr. Lewis has so far resisted any temptation to do what his town suggests he might. Done in respect of either side. Steve Terry then with the free kick. Gibbs, that's an enormous long lob. Past the post. Dixon tackled by Smiley, and well tackled by Smiley. And the chase for Barnes, but again the goalkeeper always was going to get there first, and did so. Barnes. Always looked Watford's most dangerous player going forward. Sterling almost found Talbot. Here is Barnes. What can he do with this? John Rummel clearing. And you sense then that he'd broken the understanding of the goalkeeper, but the centre half there doing his job perfectly. Barnes. Oh, Sterling not able to get a foot to it. Watford really perhaps to calm themselves down as much as anything else. I suspect might want the second before the break. And then Lohman, no way was that going in. David Cross thought it was his, but Mr. Lewis didn't. Smiley. Hughes again, he's done so well, the goalkeeper. It's a string of important first half saves here. Strike. Long ball forward, and Gibbs. He's found West. Hughes hasn't caught it, and he has at the second attempt. Hill coming in to block Sterling's attempts to get the ball. But brave goalkeeping by the former Manchester United lad. Rostron. Terry. The chase, a long one. So Dixon with the free kick. My watch, just a couple of minutes then of the first half left. Terry, and the free kick is Watford's. A bit of jumping in the box there, not to Mr. Lewis's liking. Certainly it's been intriguing, this. But Watford most certainly will be disappointed. Ross. Now he's trying to get onto it and not succeeding. Barnes. Oh, and he's done well. Now can he get something for this? Ross is dashing back to try and help. The cross for Sterling. And the clearance by Valentine at the crucial moment was a good one. And now David Cross chasing across. But Steve Terry for the goalkeeper. Rostron. Check of the watch from the referee. I suspect that Watford will be quite pleased to have got 45 minutes of action under their belts without any real disasters. Whatever else may happen. And the foul anyway on the goalkeeper. And in fact, before the kick can be taken, Mr. Lewis says that'll do nicely. The end of the first half, and John Barnes' goal enough to put Watford in front, but really not perhaps the best game that the Vicarage Road faithful have seen all season. Watford struggling to get back to their best, but clearly the long layoff has a very great deal to do with it. Half time then, John Barnes' goal has made it Watford 1, Bury 0. Well, as this match continues, you kind of feeling that Bury perhaps will feel that they really could be onto something. Only one down at the break, and Watford showing clear signs of not having played for such a long time. Really giving Bury a feeling of hope as the second half gets underway. Ray Lewis just checking with his two linesmen, Mr. Cox and Mr. Eden, and the second half is underway. West for Watford and Rostron. Pitch very heavy, but I suppose at the end of the day the feeling is that everybody will be grateful that there is at least some football to watch after the recent rain and snow. Chases on for West, and John Bramall across. And perhaps the rain something to do with the disappointing attendance just been announced at 13,316, and certainly one would have felt that more people would have come. Sterling, West. The flag was up in any event. Watford with an amazing cup tie record since Graham Taylor became manager. They've never lost in a giant-killed situation as a high division club, lost to a side from a lower division, except to Huddersfield of the second division over two legs in the Milk Cup, where they actually won the second leg. And it nearly ran for Carl Harris. Here's Steve Terry for Watford. Smiley. Charged down by Dixon. And now they might be onto something here. Here's Harris. David Cross arriving in the middle, so too Craig Madden. And he's gone down, and he didn't get anything. Gibbs' challenge was adjudged a good one. Smiley got past Dixon. Colin West. Now Joe Jacob perhaps to start things going once again. Tried to find Kevin Young, and they want to throw, have Bury far side. Whatever may happen over the next 30, 40 minutes or so, you can't help feeling that Watford will be better for having had a competitive game under their belts. They really haven't got their rhythm or anything together, and give nothing away from Bury though. They are fighting and they are battling all the way. And Jan Lohman wins the free kick for the foul by Harris. Austrian over the ball. Clearance was a good one. Players really can't find it easy in these conditions, I must say. Barnes, good cross. West, nobody though really behind him, and he had to go all the way himself. And he's won the throw, but I think he might have fancied rather more than that. It's a long throw from McClelland. And again. And recovering back at every opportunity and catching Colin West. And in fact, the free kick is given to Bury. Dixon. And Harris trying to chase it through the middle and winning a free kick. As one senses Watford just a little bit ruffled. And a little bit unhappy. And that's got to be a great reflection on Bury, if this is the way it stays. And it might come for someone to try a shot. Madden. Will it fall for Ross? No, it won't. It was Cross coming in, and Tony Coton was able at the end of the day to come and claim it, when he was claiming it under some pressure. Barnes, he skewed that one. And for all you say about Watford lacking match practice, the fact is that the Bury goalkeeper, Phil Hughes, handling has been exemplary. Terry, and McClelland in, Rostron, Neil Smiley, Rostron again, David Cross and Carl Harris trying to close him down, giving him no room to move at all. Talbot. Good ball. Nicely done. To the far side it goes. Young. Jacob is with him. Good cross. And we're showing plenty of intent, and it's plenty of good intent as well. Oh, the Lancastrians. Well, the fans were saying, and of course they've nothing to lose, and that's the delight of cup-tie football. They've absolutely nothing to lose by going forward, trying to enjoy themselves. With a few very well-known names here, they're doing it very well. Rostron's clearance. Valentine watches it back to his goalkeeper. Barnes. In for West. Great save by Hughes. Tremendous positioning by the goalkeeper. Really felt that he had a point to prove to Watford after that Youth Cup final. Terry. Terry on their way again. Looking to find David Cross and Carl Harris going forward with some purpose. Dixon with the throw. That's beautifully done. Good cross again. And they're creating far more as Madden and Cross down the middle get themselves really into the act. Foul on Sterling. Steve Terry then with the free kick. And the handling, well under pressure, immaculate once more. Gibbs. Colin West. And the chase is on for Sterling. Barnes in the middle if he can get to him. Barnes can! Oh, he's put it over. And they were screaming for the linesman's flag, the very defence as Dixon went back. But that surely would have settled it if Barnes could have found the net with that one. When your luck's out, it really is out. And John Barnes won't be at all pleased to have... I don't know whether he quite put it out the ground, but he certainly would have woken up a few people behind towards the scoreboard. Drilled forward again by Hill this time, and the back pass forcing Coton to come. And winning Watford a free kick. Ten minutes into the second half. You feel that Watford need a second. You feel that Berry could easily pull something back here. Harris going back against Rostron. The Watford centre half, left back rather, always looking good enough to win it. Now Sterling. He couldn't keep it in. And across goes Kevin Young. The influential midfields are there. Trevor Ross shaking up the front line again. Jacobs with the throw in. Dixon, it's done well, the right back. Now Carl Harris, got a bit of space to work in. That's nicely past Smiley. Trevor Ross is behind him if he wants it. Dixon joining the attack with real relish, this fella here. Now and a chance which Coton very nearly lost, and Gibbs cleared up the danger as Kevin Young came in. And, no question about it, if that had been played on a decent surface and not one completely damaged by the conditions, Bury would have been level. And on comes Billy Hales to attend to the Watford keeper. Ray Lewis, letting the moments go by. He's had a good match, the referee. Referees now have to travel. He was in charge of the Notts County Spurs match in the last round, which sent him all the way from Bookham in Surrey up to Nottingham for the first match, and then took charge of the demolition job that Spurs did on County in the replay. Now for Jan Lohmann. Smiley. Rostron. Took two of them to Rob Barnes, but they did it. Here's Harris. Barnes has won it back though. West. All Sterling. West. And did well. He's found Barnes and nobody there. Hill and Valentine between them, coming up the danger. Off Gibbs. Now Gibbs wants the throw. Skipper Brian Talbot. West. He felt himself slightly there as he landed. Here's Barnes. Sterling. And Barnes is offside. Been unfortunately a game full of stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And without that, both teams have got the best of intentions here. Sterling. Barnes. Jackett drilled it forward. Lohmann rather drilled it forward. And Wolf Rostron, Worrell Sterling, in the end, it is who wins the throw. So we pass the hour mark. And Phil Hughes catches once more. Harris. And still he goes. Dixon. Gibbs in first, and has he lost it? He has! A shot from Jacob well over the top, but it was a good attempt. He got a shoot on sight. He nearly found a way through. Harris. Rostron challenges. Harris does enough. Ross's cross. Beat the lot of them. And Mr. Lewis has another long look. And, in the end, Watford get the chance to clear. A slight air of impatience amongst one or two of the home fans. You surely must realise that when you haven't played football for a complete month at competitive level, Always difficult to get back into the swing of it again. Perhaps it's the great advantage that Bury have had coming into this cup tie. They've played regularly, even if they haven't won them. Smiley. Gibbs. And again, as Hill was trying to challenge him. They're putting some nice things together, Bury, now. Cross, they're waiting for it. Just didn't quite make them. Harris. Lohman in first. Only for Dixon. Challenge from West. Wilf Rostron for Watford. Barnes. Carl Harris robbed him. Cross. Trevor Ross. Jacob. And Coton once more comes. Colin West. Wilf Rostron leaves it for Smiley, a beautiful ball. Arriving in the middle, but he miscued his cross as Barnes tried to come inside him. Yes, that's the way to do it, says Barnesy. Watford actually with an appalling record of matches on a Wednesday night. You have to go back to a famous victory against Kaiserslautern here to remember when they last managed to pull one out the bag in front of their own supporters on a Wednesday night. And one in Europe in Sofia. Ross. And again, trying to tee himself up the one. As we approach the end of the third quarter of the game, still that one goal in it. And Watford really not looking comfortable. You feel that they really want a second as quickly as they can get one. How costly that miss by Barnes might be. Barnes again, Sterling. And Worrell Sterling chases on. Phil Hughes comes to deny Colin West. West. Sterling. And the corner. Off John Bramall. McClelland's. The whistle again. Gibbs chasing back. Craig Madden trying to get in there first, but Coton always had it covered. Terry's ball for Barnes was too long. A few options for Gibbs. Smiley was short, he's aimed for Barnes. And Valentine's header. Again, firm and decisive. Sterling. And Dixon behind for the corner. Applauded by his goalkeeper. So again, the big men go forward. McClelland is also there, and Hughes, well, he's done so well, this goalkeeper. Bury, who are somewhat perilously placed in the third division at the moment, well, just goes to prove that what a lot of people have said over the years, the FA Cup, a great leveller. And that, I suppose, to some extent, is part of its attraction. Talbot. Barnes. West. Barnes, as West is fouled. Barnes is going on. And Hughes has saved it well. It's another fine save by the Bury keeper, who really does look like quite a find. West has lost that to David Cross. Young in field again. Hughes, even with time to, well, let's tease the opposition. On Ward, Steve Harrison and Graham Taylor all on the bench, the Watford trio. Martin Dobson and Wilf McGuinness on the Bury bench, waiting to try and stir their teams into action. Carl Harris. It nearly run for Craig Madden. It might still run for him, but Coton there first. And Madden given up the chase as forlorn. And the crowd of 13,000 odd on a bitterly cold night here only perhaps feel that it's been a disappointing fair. They must have sympathy, I suspect, for Watford, the locals. But the daunting prospect of somebody going to Anfield on Saturday may not be to their liking. And Graham Taylor far from happy at the reaction of the crowd to that back pass. Don't know whether Talbot had much option, to be honest. Lohman. Barnes going forward. Bramall across. And West offside. McClelland. Carl Harris. Twisting and turning again. And Lohmann's done just enough to deny Kevin Young. Rostron. Smiley. Barnes. Smiley again. Testing Hughes. It must be perhaps a name for Billy Bingham to notice. He's got to find a successor to the legendary Jennings, who started his career here. On the basis of this lad's display tonight, well, one for the future notebook of the Irish manager. Perhaps more for Italy 1990, one for Mexico 1986, but we shall see. Sterling. And the chase back by Nigel Gibbs. West. Chance for a move here perhaps. Sterling outside him, but he's gone the other way. And a disaster. He meant to find Neil Smiley, and Dixon was in quickly and well for Berry. David Cross. The misunderstanding is repeated. Carl Harris was never on the end of that one. Into the last quarter of an hour then. Here's Ian Lohmann. And again. Barnes. Rostron short of options at the front, but he's found Barnes well. It's a lovely piece of skill by the England winger. And Phil Hughes catching well, but a lovely piece of skill from Barnes. Lohmann fouls, says Mr. Lewis. Dixon with the free kick. Clearance was a good one. But Rummel to start it going again. Coden there as Madden tries to come in. He looks a striker, Craig Madden, even if he's only had that one shot in the first half to really show his worth. His goal scoring record speaks for itself. Here's Sterling for Watford. Not too close to Philip Hughes. Wolf Rostron's throw then for Watford. Brummel. On it is Dixon. Now David Cross. Trevor Ross. No one's worked harder for Bury tonight than him. Talbot. And Valentine not prepared to take any risks. As we move into the last 10 minutes. It's Watford 1, Bury 0. And is that John Barnes' goal going to be enough to take Graham Taylor's side to their expected meeting with Liverpool at Anfield on Saturday? Won by Lohman. Ross. Lohman in again. Young. And the little winger's done well. So he didn't quite keep it in. And holding off the challenges from Jan Lohman. Wolf McGuinness on his feet, the Bury coach, and the Watford manager Graham Taylor also on his feet. Cullen back. Watford certainly giving no indication of using their substitute Lee Sinnott. And Winston White, the Bury sub, also seated firmly on the bench, not looking as though he's getting stripped for action. Gibbs in on Young and sending West away. Hughes has come again and done well. And he has played very well, the Bury keeper. Gibbs. Long chase for Colin West. And a forlorn one. 8 minutes on the watch. Barnes in first. McClelland's. West. And free kick. Given Watford's way. Smiley to take, and again they all troop forward. Or will he leave it for Rostron, I wonder? I thought Smiley's right foot was the favourite here. No, he's left it for Rostron. How wrong can you be? And West thinking he was held by John Bramall, but the referee gives the corner. As the minutes tick by. Barnes got up, and Rostron off the line. And again off the line, this time by Lohman. Well, really, that was another golden chance. Now Smiley. The back header. Will it fall for Rostron? It will. Charged down by Dixon. Talbot, Rostron. It won't go in that net though. Barnes. Well, Bury have ridden their luck superbly here. Felt that they were certain to concede one. They've still got the chance here. Talbot chasing back well and losing to Carl Harris. There might be something on here, and Coton is forced to make the save. He did so well, but he was forced to make it. So just 6 minutes on the watch. And Bramall, the centre half, came up and scores. And all of a sudden the whole complex of the match is changed. From the corner and the cross, smashed into the net by Bramall. And Bury have got an equaliser they thoroughly deserve, because they have not laid down and died. They've got on with the action. And all of a sudden a replay is staring these sides in the face. Hughes, Steve Terry, Trevor Ross. Surely there's not time for another spark from somebody in the last 5 minutes of the game. A long chase back by Rostron. Tony Coton in first. Cross. McClelland away. And it's the Bury fans that are singing now. Terry. Young. It's a good pass from Joe Jacob that found him. And Westwood chase. And Bramall, the goal scorer, back helping his defenders. Well, of course he should be there, because he is one of their defenders. Three and a half minutes on the watch then. We had that one slight stoppage for the injury to Coton. Gibbs. Sterling. Is there yet time for the game to take another dramatic twist? Bury have fought all the way, and if it does go to Gig Lane on Saturday, then it will be thoroughly deserved by the third division side against the match rusty Watford. And Smiley putting the ball forward for Rostron, but here's their hero for my money, goalkeeper Phil Hughes. Some tremendous saves in the first half to really make this into a tremendous game of football. Is there yet time for one more dramatic twist? Well, as we hear that Liverpool, in fact, in the last few minutes have lost their Milk Cup semi-final against Queen's Park Rangers on aggregate. Well, I just wonder whether it might not be a bad idea to go to Gig Lane for these two sides. Just facing Liverpool after they've just been beaten in a competition. It's the nearest I know to football suicide. West. Missed out, and David Cross away once more. West charged him down. And as it ticks by, it's 90 seconds between Bury and a payday bonanza at Gig Lane on Saturday. On the little ground up in Lancashire. Feel like a trip up memory lane for the First Division side. And it'll also be a game that Bury will have thoroughly earned, to really take the minds of the locals off the distractions of the fight against relegation from Division 3. And no wonder it's the Lancastrians that are singing into the last 30 seconds. Sterling. Valentine across and did well. The last moments of the action then. As we move into what Mr. Lewis has on his watch for the one injury stoppage that we had. McClelland. Steve Terry. Sterling to chase again, and it's that man Hughes. Linesman signals to the referee that in his opinion 90 minutes are up. And Bury are the team that celebrate tonight. It's 1-1 at Vicarage Road, and the teams must meet again at Gig Lane on Saturday in an attempt to sort out who plays Liverpool in the quarter-final. A goal from John Barnes for Watford in the 11th minute of the first half. With just 6 minutes from time, John Bramall gets the equaliser as Bury go to salute their fans and think about what might be over the next couple of days. The final score then at Vicarage Road: Watford 1, Bury 1.